I knew we'd had problems for a while with intimacy, but definitely I'm like, at that point, okay, then I'm out.
Yeah. Is there a particular moment that was harder for you to watch than others?
You know, the conversation where I told everybody that, first of all, I was leaving Kody when Janelle broke down, just because Janelle really kind of knew. And for her to break down like that and just talk about the loss of like what she does, what is she supposed to do with her kids now?
Hey everyone, it's Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. It is Wednesday, October 19th, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. This has been a very busy week. I feel like it's like that every week, and now that we're well into the middle of October, and I don't know if any of you get in any other states, but it's like fall break here. So I was a little bit slow today. My son actually has a 5-day weekend. So yeah, any other parents have fall break right now, or is this just like a Minnesota thing? If you do, raise your hands. Okay. Let's talk about some interviews that have been going around the way with Christine Brown and some responses that she has to Kody and to some of the wives about her leaving the show, and some reactions of comments that Kody has made on the show about her. Christine sat down with not only Us Weekly, but also Entertainment Tonight. I probably will do a couple videos on this. This video specifically, we're just going to talk about a few things that she said about Kody and things that he has said about her and some of the anger that he still has in the relationship because of her leaving. So let's dive into Christine being really glad that she is no longer with Kody because she doesn't want to be a part of a patriarchy. Before we do that, can you do me a huge favor and give this video a thumbs up? Also, subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed. And I want to let you know something really quick here. Subscribing to a channel is not like being a member, so you don't have to pay. Hitting the subscribe button, all it does is it tells YouTube, listen, I want to subscribe to this channel. I want you to let me know in my subscriptions feed when Katie has a new video up there. And then you can search for me in your subscriptions feeds. Not a charge to do this, but if you hit notifications, YouTube will also notify you when new content is put on my channel. So hit the subscribe button because there's like over 50% of you that are still watching daily and not subscribed. I would love to get this channel to 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you could leave me some comments if you have something to say and share the video with friends. And there we go. So Christine was in an interview with Us Weekly talking about, Kody's reaction to their split. And for Christine, this was a situation where it was something that she was thinking about for a very long time, even before she made the announcement to leave. She even said that there was a period of time where they were living in Vegas that Kody said it was okay for her if she wanted to leave. It could be very amicable. And they would find a peaceful way for her to leave the family. So when she was telling everyone about leaving, specifically the wives, which she said was like the hardest episode for her to watch, was watching her tell the wives about leaving. She said the hardest thing that she's watched so far this season has been watching Janelle break down about her leaving the family. And she still is very close to Janelle, so don't worry about that. She said that Janelle travels and sees her and stays at the house with her. She's gone on a couple trips with Janelle. So her relationship with Janelle has not changed. But she said watching Janelle break down about her leaving was really painful for her, even more so than what happened with Kody. And to be frank, she still views Janelle as her sister wife, even though they're not married to the same man. She said she thinks they're always going to have that kind of relationship. But when asked about the patriarchy and his comments about the patriarchy, this is what she said.
I was super grateful that I decided to leave and that it doesn't really apply to me at all. And it's so shocking and surprising because he's not like that. He's not really, I think he's just hurting. I think that he's just angry and he's processing all of this a lot different than I am because I've been processing leaving constantly, for
I find
a year.
this interesting because she said, I'm grateful that that's not my life anymore. And I'm grateful that that doesn't apply to me. And then she's like shocked because she said that that's like not how Kody is. And I thought, yeah, he is. I don't know about any of you, but I have a marriage where we're like equal partners and we make decisions together. And it's not like I'm more than my husband or he's more than me. We're like equal. But it's never that way with the wives because it's always like Kody might act like he doesn't have the upper hand, but ultimately it's whatever he says goes. And if a wife has an idea and he says yes first and then another wife says no, it's ultimately Kody the one that delivers that news. Like, no, we're not going to do this. So it is a patriarchy. It always has been a patriarchy. Their whole church is a patriarchy. She likens it to Kody being more hurt by being sad that she left. And I'll admit, like, I think some of the things that he says are a reaction out of hurt. I think it's a way to, like, I think I said to you all when that part of the episode aired, I thought, this is not Kody being rational. This is Kody like trying to send a message to the other wives that you will not act like Christine. It's going to be a patriarchy or bust. That was my opinion. I still think it is. I think he can't show weakness. And I think he needed to make a statement. And that was what he did. He is hurt, but whatever. So she also talked about the backstabbing comment and how Kody felt backstabbed by her leaving. Check this out.
No. Not in any of it. No, I'm not going to be responsible for how he feels about everything. I firmly believe that it was the perfect time. Thought about it for so long and he knew about it for a good year. And he's also
It's nice to see her acknowledge like that she's not going to be responsible for how he feels and the way that he feels about things. I feel like Kody in his marriages and with the women puts pressure on them and he makes them feel responsible for how he feels about everything. Kody doesn't like to take, in my opinion, responsibility for his own feelings, and he doesn't like to take responsibility for the parts that he plays in the breakdowns in his communication and his relationships. And he likes to project that onto his wives and be like, it's her fault that I'm feeling this way. When the truth is that we all have a responsibility to control how we feel about things to an extent. I mean, if someone makes us upset, it's our choice if we're going to be upset by it. It's our choice how we react to it. We have a right to feel. We have a right to express how we feel. We don't have a right to be abusive. We don't have a right to be cruel. We don't have a right to manipulate or degrade the people that we're upset with. But the thing is that Kody doesn't like to take ownership for what he does. And I think Christine is now a year removed from this. And she's like, no, like, it's not my job to be in charge of how he feels. Not only that, but a lot of you pointed out that they had been talking about their marriage for years. In the video from earlier this week, many of you brought up about their trip to Galveston, Texas, where they brought their therapist on a trip with them. And she was talking with Kody about their marriage, and all Kody wanted to talk to about was the family and how she treated the family and her relationships within the family. That's what Kody cared about. He didn't care about her. Kody was not blindsided. Kody's just being dramatic. That's my opinion. So as far as where things stand with Kody, this is what she had to say.
I think so. I think he is just so hurt still and just processing it a lot slower. But I've been like, I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
So a year later, Kody is still angry and still mad about their split. That's what she said that Janelle has told her. She said that she hasn't really had that many conversations with him because they're just not at a place yet where they can actually really effectively communicate. She said the last time that they actually got together was like 2021, I think, before the holidays. And that was it. They sat down to talk about what the holidays would look like now that they're split up. That was it. she ran into Kody and Robin at a family event, and she said that it was really awkward, but she put on a happy face as much as she could. The biggest thing that I got from Christine out of all of this is that she doesn't want to go to a place of hate. She doesn't want to be angry. She doesn't want to live in a place of regret. She doesn't want to think about if things could have been different or if she should have left sooner. She just wants to live and be like in this moment and enjoy where she's at today. And that got us to the final part of, has she found someone, the boyfriend? Has she found a boyfriend that's going to take all of Kody's money?
Just casually, casual dating. I'm not in the mood for any kind of a serious relationship, you know, 1 or 2, but that's 1 or 2 dates per person is all I'm going to allow right now.
Has that been?
And she said that she is casually dating, meaning that she will entertain a gentleman for maybe 1 or 2 dates, but she's not in a place of being romantic with anyone. She said she's not ready to be in a relationship with anyone. She said she's focusing on herself right now because that is what she needs to do. She just got out of polygamy. She just got her newfound freedom. I mean, she went from a very structured environment of being in a cult to being out in the real world. And that's a huge adjustment. And so she's just focusing on herself and learning about herself. And she said that she and Truly are having a blast doing it. She also said Truly's adjusting super well. She's really, really happy. And even though the move was tough, that everything has been a lot better now that they're in Utah. So she's dating, but she's not looking for a relationship. She said she'll do like 1 or 2 dates max, but it's mostly just a friendly platonic type of situation, that in the future she does want to get married. She will only ever be a monogamist from now on. And she has focusing on herself, which I think is the appropriate thing to do. I think the worst thing to do in this situation would be going from a situation where life is so chaotic, where you don't really know who your identity is, to like then jumping into relationships, because like she doesn't even know herself in the context of who she is because she was in a high control environment in a cult. Like, she's gonna get to know Christine for a minute. And I say, have fun, do it. So the part that makes me the happy though is seeing her be like, no, I'm glad I'm not in that patriarchy, and I'm not responsible for Kody anymore. And I'm happy. She said she's happy. The happiest she's ever been. And I love that. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.